I want to turn this example of drama happening into something we can learn from. By the way, I still think Americans are stupid. Holy shit, man. You read a hater reply and then it's like, man, it it is genuinely impossible. Bait or genuine reaction. It's like, what? What are you doing? What is your reality anymore? Using other people's faces for engagement form. Yeah, because I don't have my face. What do you want me to do? That's what people click on. You figure it out, right? People click on that shit. People don't click on anything else. That's your reality. That's the reality you live in. But they don't want to accept it. They are unable to understand and learn fast enough. Especially when that's the whole fucking point of all the drama. Like, he got baited at the same time to click on a face. It's like fucking crazy, dude. But the funny thing is, everyone got baited into pasting, copying and pasting all these faces. Is there something we can do about it? Is the internet dying? No, we'll never have honest conversations about it. When you're stupid, everything will fit your narrative. No, not Delaware. I just saw the Soggy video, bro. Bro is vibing. So unfortunate. Yeah, so in this Max Stats episode, we're gonna talk about how to win drama ASAP. Oh, it is hot. How did I know that one? It's the hottest day so far this year for me. The hottest day. I'm hiding from the sun. It's 33 degrees. Fucking serious, basically. How do you win drama ASAP? I think we need the same exact reminder. Sometimes people pick sides, pick politics, and you kind of want to avoid that shit and stick with the middle. Stick with the balance, no matter what people say. Because the funny thing is, people will say you don't work hard enough, and will make you feel bad because you're not using enough cheat codes as well. It's like, why is everyone more successful and is capable of working harder than me? Like, what the fuck do I do? It becomes confusing how many people cheated the system and how many people are genuinely successful because they worked hard. But at the same time, they made a choice. Alright? And choosing in these directions is the most crippling choice you can make. I say Delaware is quite interesting because that was the Mr. Beast drama. If you want to trigger Mr. Beast drama, that's the state, that's the name of a guy we have been discussing. And it did felt like he is breaking down the truth, like genuinely debunking Dogpack, and Dogpack just went into hiding. Soggy with this piece, with this headpiece, revealed his true face, and his true name, Soggy, now means something completely different. Some fucking sweaty dude is what it means. Sweating over, like, research, basically. Sometimes with bad intentions. Bad intentions, and it's like, he's gonna put so much work into just fucking smearing someone with shit, bro. Like, even ordinary gamer wasn't that
Hello,
fucking
guys.
evil. Even though he made 3 hit pieces because fuck yeah, it gives him views. You know, talking about engagement farming. Yeah, I'm the one doing it, guys. No, it literally, that's what people know to click on with their brain cell, with their one brain cell. And I need to click on this. I just
Hello,
gotta
guys,
click.
and the reason why I'm a one-man team is I follow
Because you're fucking degenerate. Why? Why would you be a one-man team,
a
bro?
mantra on YouTube called broadcast yourself. The first
Fucking crazy. No, broadcast yourself is a mantra relating to television. Like, what? You can up your production level. One-man team, bro. Holy shit. One-man degenerate is what we see here. I just want to scoop your fucking drama real quick. Now, is slurring someone all of a sudden being out of control is a good idea? Honestly, at this point, I stopped thinking about it. Because, if someone slowly rots, basically, and starts getting a villain tag for themselves, I'm not gonna fucking treat them the same way anymore. If someone exposes principles, which is crazy, right? Someone exposing their own principles, that is the moment when I get to know them. And I get to react to their principles in life. And we literally got to see one of them, of like, wow, the mantra, broadcast yourself. No, you're just fucking lazy idiot who can't even find a person to help you out with anything. Like, holy shit. I would never do that. I would try and find anyone who is helpful in any way. Alright? And I would get them paid, which is a beautiful thing. It's a circle of life for sure. Not only I would get them paid, but they would be able to pay me with their labor, which is so fucking beautiful, right? That's the beauty of capitalism. Whenever you have access to money, you can actually pull the rope and make people's dreams come true around you. To just not participate in capitalism, holy shit, how stupid you have to be. So he fucked it up, he opened with the worst fucking principle you can possibly have, like, I don't like capitalism even though I have 3 million subscribers and I can promote and do anything on my channel. But I don't like capitalism, actually. Let's just say it's very interesting to get to know some people and which side they're on. Gamer does seem on like a cheater side of things, if you know what I mean. Doesn't like working hard. If he prefers working alone, he doesn't want to work hard. Because hard work, or maybe it is here. Huh. Maybe, Because employing other people is a cheat code, right? It's kind of like a fluctuation, perhaps. You dive in, and if you employ someone else, you, like, dive out a little bit. And then, eventually, it does become hard work. Maybe. I don't know. This is complicated. But I want you to understand how stupid it is to not participate in capitalism and hire people and build a business around you. Holy shit, man. After all these years, you flexed. Wow. That. And that's a real drama moment. If you can expose them doing just that, if you can throw this spear, it's a pretty strong move. And you gotta give yourself that because haters are not gonna give you anything. The next element is not picking a side, but yeah. Them haters. Haters will create a narrative of their own kinds. Whatever fucking helps them, whatever serves them, they will create a narrative for themselves. They will not care about the truth at all. You are a thief. You are a scammer. You have manipulated them, basically. You're not good enough. Like, bullshit like this is gonna be left and right. Accusations and just generally shit throwing that never ends for these guys. They want to keep on doing it. They can't control themselves. They like each other's shit. Instead of genuine comments, the haters get all the attention, which is so crazy to me. And they're so arrogant, their ego just blows up like a fucking pimple. Dealing with haters is not something that gets rewarded in any way. You're just trying to get rid of them. They do resemble acne like really well. Alright? They feel itchy. They make you feel more anxious. They bother you and makes things just generally more difficult and more exhausting. And even make you look bad. Like they are the acne on your skin, bro. There's no better resemblance than that word. In terms of side-by-side comparable parables. Right? Comparables. Look at that. We just learned a new word. It's comparables. It is nice to open your mind to something like this happening in the world. So you start realizing there are people who pick sides, and that's brain rot's move, because you might as well be in balance. You might as well go where the smart people go. Right? Finding balance will make you the fastest and the strongest. Relying on cheat codes, the moment the cheat code gets patched, you're done for. You get deported. The moment you burn out because you run out of energy because of this all super hard work, it just takes one look and you know that this guy is working very hard. But that puts him out of the smart meter. Alright? Now it says that he's not actually acting smart. I would say there's the general movement towards hard-working people. You know, people are being pushed to work harder. Which is the right-wing ideology in general, by the way. Welcome back to slavery. But for now, people tend to gravitate towards this side. Right? Which means we're basically imbalanced over here, potentially. There's a lot of room to balance this way. If people naturally gravitate towards hard work and don't actually see how stupid that is. Especially when there's the world of AI to unlock. And hard work is actually not encouraged. It is just more reasonable now. That you have AI tools, you can work on certain things you couldn't do before. So more people should participate at least. And what do you know if Sagi wasn't actually talking about AI? Wait. Doesn't explicitly name it though. Internet is 90% rage baits. No, it's just you're stupid. What?
This day sucks.
Well, his hypothetical day actually sucked. But it also sounded pretty degenerate as well. You see, you might want to not just rely on hard work, but on your brains to carry you a little bit further. To help you relax and find good activities where you will learn how to make smarter decisions. And when presented with a problem, you'll be able to react accordingly, because, again, most of the things require awareness to defeat. He does put it up. It depends on where you are on the internet. Funny enough. I genuinely don't think I get rage baited, like, ever. In my fucking life on the internet, I haven't been rage baited. Like, I don't know. Unless all this drama shit is rage bait farming or something, but it's their business. They lose reputation on that. Whatever I click on. This is why I'm supposed to be fucking mad on these guys. Because genuinely, it rage baited me into participating in the drama in the first place. This video in particular. So, He played into it. Cool. But I literally don't believe in rage bait.
onto the internet and make
Do you think this guy is rage baiting? No, he's just fucking doing his thing. He might just be stupid and it enrages you. But hey, it's just one of the insults now you can throw. And it actually fucking also is rage bait to me because like every single time haters use that fucking phrase and I have to ban them because of this phrase now.
out of creative jobs,
Oh wait.
and into
It's
mundane and
happening.
repetitive seems to be more hateful towards one another than ever before. So how else to fix it all than by having a
Than by being one of those guys who make people angry in the first place. Isn't that funny? Isn't that funny, guys? Also, 1 million views. Rage bait actually worked. It was the successful video of the day for sure. Like this was his Mr. Beast thing, and all of a sudden, this in 2 days is the most successful hit piece for him. It is mind-boggling what's happening on the internet. Yeah, but the thing that makes him a supervillain, becoming the most popular video, I welcome that with open arms. Animal abuse is taken over YouTube. And I love it, and I will side with the abusers. That is probably what's going on here. I can't wait to see where this lands. Because I base people's reputation and personality on their most popular videos. Including myself. I do the same thing. Instead of seeing faces, however, is just what people click on and what I associate with. I mean, it's a fun little move to represent Nicki Minaj with autism. I never thought I would be able to pull it off. I was able to pull Asmongold up here very recently. H3 up here very recently. Just pulling people's faces up here is still a task that you have to be prepared to do because, again, it's not like I don't release other type of videos. It's just, it's impossible to be successful. So one thing you have to understand about drama is that you learn a lot. However, people with arrogance, they don't like learning. Alright, arrogant people who prefer to be haters, who prefer to be stupid, they don't like learning. They just want to ruin things. That's it. Which is so pathetic. Their whole life is dedicated to ruining other people's things, and you have to genuinely build self-defense immunity because these guys are role-playing as viruses. I mean, after all, like, hacker would be role-playing as a virus spawner. Like, okay, cool. You sound like a nice guy. The funny thing is, this could be rage bait. This might be actually less serious than it actually is. When someone's principles break and they backstab someone out of spite or participate in drama without learning enough things, when they pick a side or something, like all of a sudden this disbalance, it is so clear and shines a light on a person in a whole different way, where even though a person who has more subscribers than you is not more moral and is not willing to be more open-minded and more, you know, humble, jumping onto a side and deciding things is a very dangerous move. Again, very brain rot move. And if someone doesn't actually develop brain cells, they're just not going to be successful. There's a whole future ahead of you. And the real investment are brain cells. You got to learn this fast. Because if you think Bitcoin is an investment, if you think you just invest into where the investment actually happens, into some nearest bank, you have lost the game. Alright? You're always supposed to be investing in yourself and making sure to understand yourself better. To always be ready with a pile of money next to you to buy whatever it takes. Whatever tool actually makes you more powerful and influential and experience you the correct things that you have to experience. Yes, making more money is not harmful. It is a very baseline thing to do. And I do criticize it because I just don't care too much about it. There's always going to be some dude who's waiting for you to buy gold or silver. You know, because that's the asset that always is the best investment. Everyone is going to like come up with what is the best investment strategy. And they're yapping about it all the time. They're always going to come up with their like best money-making strategy. And in a way, that's a cheat code. That's a cheat code. That's a fake life. An investment life. Like, you have no idea how pissed off I am that you can just set aside $1 million. And $1 million is so needed in the world, in the economy, that you can actually earn money from it. And almost live off of it. You can employ $1 million to live a good life for the rest of your life. Like, what? What are you talking about? How fucking ridiculous is that? So yeah, you will see cheaters and hardworking people on both sides being represented pretty equally, and potentially not even understanding which side they are on when it comes to politics. They're gonna be on one side supporting the other side's politics because they're just that hardworking people. They don't even acknowledge their own fucking positioning. If you're a hardworking person, you wouldn't cry about deportations because you know that hard work is available everywhere. Crazy, I know. And lefties usually are the ones opening up fucking crazy amount of cheat codes. You can just sit on welfare if you're a lefty and never think about anything anymore. The idea that you would just get money from the government, like universal basic income, and you wouldn't be productive. Like, that idea is complete reality. Of course, we don't want to be enslaved in order to be productive, but some people have to be pushed to do something. They have to be encouraged to do something. They cannot just lay in bed all day, like my mom, pretending that, no, she's just sick. You can't even sell that idea to me, and they actually try to sell that idea about me, that I'm sick as well. Like, what? Like, what is the government doing? It's like on a suicide trip. It's not like I need to work hard, but okay. I'll try to balance the scales as much as possible. Like, I am given a cheat code, but I'm not gonna spend time just laying around and doing nothing. I will pull as much as possible. And when people actually accuse me of being jobless, they actually don't understand that even though I am given a cheat code, I work my ass off to normalize myself and improve on myself and spend time improving myself. And I'm just generally active on social media, which is where you start, spending your most of the time, most of the free time. You have to master social media or whatever part of social media you like the most. Being an influencer is one of those things that happen when you have a lot of free time. It's why it's generally a dream. So you can see every single time balance wins, at least for me. I don't know how other people do it, but it just sounds so fucking ugly if they don't do balance. And in a way, this episode is like the dumbest thing ever because that's it. It's a promotion of balance, but in the most fundamental way of like you getting very uneasy on the internet because you see something leaning on a whole different direction. So participating in drama is potentially important, but you also have to win it. How do you win? How do you win if you cannot convince other people to change their minds? Alright, let's talk about change. And what are the positives that you get from drama in general? Again, when I say when you participate in drama, you learn things, that's usually the main factor, right? You're supposed to be learning, you're supposed to be open-minded, you're supposed to see who are the good guys and the bad guys, because they usually get knocked out. They get KO'd, bro. The bad guys actually get exposed for not being good enough. That is the thing that I just witnessed. And it's unbelievable, dude.
Skinny white YouTuber, make an inconsequential
The funny thing is that he is self-deprecating. And I was triggered by it every single time he does it. But now, I root for him to destroy his own reputation by doing this. All of a sudden, during drama, things can in fact change. You don't need to change anyone. People change themselves. People flip their cards. People flip their advantages. They flip their reputation and burn it to the ground. And again, maybe most of you don't know who this guy is, but he participated in the Mr. Beast drama. And that shit was very important for the platform. Because we were pulling down Mr. Beast pans. And if Ordinary Gamer can do it again, like right now, maybe it's something to witness.
Make a name
Please
for
do
themselves.
it.
And I think some of the most popular, really energetic, magnetizable, unique personalities, right? I think that's really
Magnetizable, bro. What a word.
what drives YouTube.
What a unique
Now,
word.
the reason why I make thumbnails, give me some
Oh. Wow. Mr. Beast is bringing tools to YouTube. Alright, let me put another word, which is nature, and tell you that drama is natural and should be welcome in your life. If you're a smart person, you have no ability of losing the drama because you're gonna stay in the middle. And case in point, I won the drama, I won the noise drama. I was just confronting the biggest problem around, and that guy just evaporated over time. I could have made things worse for myself, absolutely. But I survived. The drama actually collapsed. Now, there is an apocalypse happening around us, which is crazy to witness, you know? Everything is falling apart. But I was able to play my part and fix my thing. That was very painful, and still is to this day. I will never forget it, because it's still kind of happening. Real-life dramas are a little bit more dangerous than anything else. But if you appear smart, people will generally gravitate towards respecting you and liking you. Like, people want to like someone. People want to point a finger of like, why can you be more like that guy? They want to do that all the time because they want to win drama as well. Like, being smart not only wins you the drama, but turns you into this example child. And of course, haters are going to be intimidated, and they will generally try to get rage baited, I guess. I don't know. I don't even want to mention it anymore because it's so blatant and so stupid. But it's a never-ending fight. And also, it's a realization that 90% of users have bad intentions, have uncontrollable egos that get them in trouble, and you have to punish them for it. You can't just keep that around. 50% of people who enter my Discord are uncontrollable. So people do know when they're generally smart, and they do appear on Discord. Even if it's just for one day. Alright, for one day, one conversation, I still appreciate that we had it. We made history, you know? Those conversations don't come easily. And in my case, I don't earn subscribers easily either. That shit is a hardcore situationship, my friends. Just because I'm smart, it doesn't come with the ability to be liked. Maybe someone will realize that they can rely on me to fix their drama better than they can fix themselves. But other than that, somehow I just disappear. And at the same time, it is good, potentially, right? Like, I don't actually play the biggest role in drama. I don't need to save my ass because I'm too popular or something. But at the same time, there's a, potential for growth and potential for getting in trouble, so to speak. Because when I'm smart, like, maybe it's very hard to get in trouble and people just kind of generally hate that about you. It's like, wow, you're such a fucking goody two-shoes. You do everything correctly, huh? Now, we know the saying, don't work hard, work smart. But what is the opposite of that? What is the way to lean away from the cheat codes into smart? And it's like, it's pretty obvious. This is the saying that will help you out very well. Don't play easy and don't work hard. Is the beauty of life. That you can just drop these nuggets, bro. It's beautiful. The encompassing principle that balances you out significantly. That's how I lived my life. And the funny thing is, it's so fucking annoying to see the internet be against you of like, but I'm the best guy you will ever meet. Like, how dare you? I don't know. I don't know what they're thinking, to be honest. I don't know why they're doing this, or I will generally think that we need to clear the waters, basically. We need to clear the waters in order to, like, it's like a hater mustache. The waters to be able to actually see what the reality actually is. Like, who are the real good guys on the platform? We need principles to detect people like this and remove people who have overstayed their welcome. Because the funny thing is, there's a reason why we have elections in society. We want to dethrone pieces of shit and elect someone new that knows better. I know that for sure, that another principle, and again, you learn principles, you learn self-defense when it comes to analyzing how people approach drama, and drama happens to be like the most social activity, most interactions you will get is from drama, and you shouldn't shy away from it. It is what it is. You can just play a better part, play a unique part in the drama if you can. Absolutely. Right now, people really want you to become devil's advocates because they literally outnumber the opposition, and that's all they do. Because if you win with outnumbering opposition, if that's their strategy, then you can suspect that the haters are going to be stupid. That they will have power in numbers, but they will lose on brain cells. Because there has to be ability for people to win drama anyways, right? So if they have numbers, you have brain cells, you can still win no matter what. And people will be like, oh my god, rage bait. Oh my god, what is he doing to me? He's rage baiting, he's controlling, bro. It's like, bro, you're gonna see them foam out of their fucking brains. And they will still not admit defeat. Because that would be so embarrassing. Ooh woo.
Is just straight up scraping for other thumbnails. Okay, all of the other YouTubers that are putting in effort, even hiring thumbnail artists, they're the ones that are getting screwed over.
Yeah, these hard workers, bro, they will always expose themselves by hating AI, by hating their, like, literal competitor, side-by-side competitor of, like, you can work hard with AI or without AI, and all of a sudden these hard workers, they don't seem to survive anymore. They don't seem to thrive without complaining about AI at some point. And even though AI is taking over like a big chunk, like 50% of the internet, hostage basically, it is really that dangerous. Because it's like AI chatbots and AI content combined, they are pretty big leeches right now when it comes to where all the views go. And why can't people just respect me for not making AI content? Yes, I do the thumbnails, especially for videos like these, because AI does it better. AI can actually depict even something like haters. AI can do that pretty well. And it's actually quite fun to find these depictions. If you work against AI, like, you're wasting your fucking time. You have to learn what it's capable of and how can you use it.
Even if a tool like this just scrapes my channel for his art style, they're not really just stealing from me, they're also stealing from the actual human being.
We're just wasting time here. We're just fucking wasting time attacking AI, bro. And painting AI as the bad guy around here of like, wow, they scraped everyone. The real thing to work on right now is how do we feed ourselves? How do we get money? How do we prove to the government that we're productive enough and worthy of a burger anymore? You know, because people are losing their jobs, artists are losing their jobs, but at the same time, it's like, it's okay. It's okay that everyone is capable of being an artist now for themselves. They don't have to panic attack. And it's a superpower that's getting a harassment. Like, what the fuck? Not only it's replacing artists, but it's replacing women too. So, that's not being talked about. Women just have to suffer in silence. This is a good reason to just start drama. Just copy paste someone's face and just like, wow, this guy's wrong about AI. I could do that. I can spam videos like this. And it's a honorable thing to do. I can't just pass it away, but I just have such a variety of activities that drama is not exactly the pinnacle of everything that I do. It's just the most popular thing. It's the thing that will socialize something to people, and if people get a wrong impression about it, then they're just lying to themselves.
That's out here. You know,
Again, but the point is that when everyone has the superpower, then nobody's actually nerfed, nobody's left behind because they don't know how to make thumbnails. You know, finally people are actually on equal playfields. The playfield is now fair in comparison to just like the best thumbnail wins. No, you can make the best thumbnail if you have to. If you feel like your cause is important, now you're capable of making thumbnails. And Mr. Beast is sort of like doing charity at this point. Dumbest mistake. Wow. No, it's Gamer's dumbest mistake because he's getting exposed twice as hard than I thought he is. Yeah, drama is literally this intense, where you can find something very special. Red is kinda sus. You can find imposters in your life. There's a lot of people who even, like, were subscribed to my channel that are actually imposters in the end. They support Mark Passia, for example. Like, what? Didn't you subscribe because I hate Mark Passio? Because you made a mistake otherwise. Gotta throw people off, gotta give them temptation, and drama just does exactly that. Because people have to make tough decisions. And they are tempted to take a side. Which is, scary if they take too strong of a side. Especially on the winning side. I mean, that's really bad. Because they're taking the safest side possible. And might have to actually go against their morals to do so. Because I don't go into controversy, losing subscribers looks like a fucking joke to me because they never explain themselves. They're just like imposter haters at the same time. that I caught them off guard because I hated a personality on the internet. I don't trust it anymore. Whatever you think is a trusted source is always questionable. Especially when they're so popular, nobody even wants to debunk them and everyone says the same thing when they're popular. This anti-AI movement is definitely a popular thing to say, but I don't think it's correct. I don't think it has been confronted properly, challenged properly. This is the test of how smart you are at positioning yourself in dead center. Because that's where the most principles lie. That's where you can change the least amount. Where people here would have to fluctuate constantly, especially if they are losing a battle. Like, it will really feel quite off following people like this who are just losers, right? And they freak out as well when they lose. It's almost a blessing to be unsuccessful because I continue to seek success, which is always going to be improved version of success, a more sophisticated version of success, where I will be adopting these superpowers while other people are going to be like pretending of like, wow, I don't use them, so I'm a more moral person. They're gonna try and flex that shit, but now it's starting to fucking rot their reputation more than ever before.
Mukbang blackpilling to see one of the largest content creators on platform openly pushing for this like AI revolution to take hold. Especially
Well, if I was the biggest content creator, I would do the same thing. Not the same way, but I would do the same thing that would piss him off even more. And I would actually poke his fucking face while I'm at it, because he's complaining about it. It really exposes the gamer to be a fucking goblin, and I technically should just send him into the dead mouse hell. Like, at this point, he deserves it. He earned it.
especially like A-lender banks like
Bro lives in this, and I live in this. Apartment that cost 2K. Not adjusted to inflation, my friends. But it just shows the inflation and the luxury that YouTubers can afford. I think that should be illegal. But whatever he's talking about, isn't it actually illegal? Like, what? I should actually be making a speedrun. There's a reason why I even pick myself 2 dramas to break down as best as I can. Come up with 2 dramas, specifically. I'm still yet to untangle the K-pop drama of what it's capable of. I just have a feeling there's something to it. But I still haven't actually unlocked it, even though I was planning to do it this year. While Dead Mouse drama is pretty easy to do, and it's quite satisfying, and it's gonna have a really nice conclusion. It's sort of shadowing the second drama for me a little bit too much. Don't get me wrong, this is very time-consuming hobby to even endure. It's also a lot worse when you have to literally script your reply to some YouTuber that doesn't like you. But at the same time, it's just a nice little bit of engagement. It is worth asking a question, what if you get consumed by drama? What happens to you? People usually who are consumed by drama see it as a cheat code. Drama channels are definitely cheat code channels that get easy views. And people accusing me of being a drama channel is, again, a dishonest take. But hey, that's what hater is there for. Is there to fucking rot in your brain. After all, there's literally drama channels and there's so much worse because they don't actually have original opinions. They have to scramble every fact imaginable, stitch it together somehow as fast as possible, and deliver the information. But it's such a fucking dry type of video, and the position is so weak. It's so safe. They have to play it safe because it would be hard to sleep at night if the drama started to bite on you, basically. Drama, you gotta do a genuine sacrifice on this shit. Genuine commitment. It cannot be a cheat code. Because it makes you look pathetic, bro. And it makes you look like a target of drama the same way. We also saw a little bit of a Mr. Beast strategy of people pleasing. He will take down his takes if it doesn't please the population, basically. But at the same time, it still cost him reputation. It exposes that he's just a people pleaser. He's just trying to get maximum stats in terms of viewership only, in terms of just like being likable and all that shit. And it is a strategy. It's not actually like the best thing to do. Because while you can give what people want, you cannot give what people need, for example. There's always a space for you, and as long as you win drama, and understand what is possible in the world, not just with AI, but like with people being shouted out, like you can become famous overnight if someone likes you. And whoever is gonna shout me out, potentially is gonna be my best friend, my bestie. It could even be a supervillain that shouts me out, and all of a sudden now I have to actually thank them, and, you know, I'm not gonna tag them, basically. Commit to not attacking them, just be thankful that they dared to shit on me, basically. So as you grow this thicker skin, and you survive more and more drama, you're just simply more prepared for significant changes in your life. At this point, ban the haters ideology is turning into more of just a sad reality than some kind of arrogant way of hiding criticism. That is far from it at this point. Almost everyone is a hater or covert hater or just a stupid person who wants to protect their ego and wants to appear better than you. Like, okay. The funny thing is, on TikTok, I do feel like I'm a part of a smart community. Genuinely people who are trying to be smart. That's the part of TikTok that I'm on. It's a whole different world in there that I completely appreciate. And you can see me use TikToks as inspirational points all the time. Something that was completely not serious, and people even still are nostalgic about Vine. Vine being a thing. Back in the day, 6-second Vine was so difficult to make, and now everyone can just spam TikToks and earn money. Almost any clash of ideas can be drama, basically. But you will often see just two sides. You're not going to see more than that. And in fact, in recent times, you see one side winning and the other side being demonized or singled out. And yet not losing as well. Which is like, what? That's a pretty interesting battle. It is disingenuous for me to say that it's the lefties attacking right now. It's actually the hardworking people, or at least people who want hard work to be a thing, are attacking. The lefties. People who just, they don't They don't want to work too hard, you know? Again, women are under attack. And they will realize eventually that they're no longer, like, the dominant force. Shit like this is extremely dramatic, and you have to get the vibe of how the world is changing. The only way you can do it is by riding the wave and getting into this battlefield, basically. It is better to be in the battlefield of ideas than a battlefield in real life. You know, this shit can save your life. Because you will realize where the real battles actually happen, where the real change happens. You're not gonna make a big change when you just declare war. You will make a big change when you convince someone to stop. Using drama is also the best way to sort of wage your personality and explain to people where you stand on certain issues and how fast you are improving as well. Because sometimes the haters are gonna like muddy the waters, but you might learn to avoid that sort of fall out of grace. If you actually check, or if you knew, like the dislike ratios are pretty fucking brutal on these things. And again, people don't like change. Being the arbiter of change is the scariest thing for anyone to accept, even though it's nature, but they will hiss at you, you know? Even though the world is falling apart, they will refuse to acknowledge that fundamental thing that we have to destroy the current system if we want a better life. Because, yeah, there's a lot of shit at stake. Like, we haven't even decided of who gets to win the drama. What are the criteria of a victory? We can only participate and get views. And I think that's a victory because you opened your mouth, because you were brave enough to have a different point of view, because you participated. You get a trophy of participation. And whatever people want to fucking put into your heads to discredit, it's, you gotta defend yourself from that. That's dangerous. Like, it's not a silly thing. It's literally fucking dangerous. It's gonna fucking echo in your brain and you have to survive that. And these are very disgusting people. Apparently my goal becoming, you know, having as many subs as haters. Bans. As banned haters. That's my biggest goal now. And I'm pretty much 1-to-1 ratio now. If you really ask me, it's 10-to-1 ratio currently. There's 10 haters getting banned to 1 sub gained. And even that 1 sub gained is still questionable because I lose subs sometimes as well. Fuck it, I'm not shy to ban people who are fucking invasive and stupid. Openly stupid. Because you can't win drama like this. There's no fucking way. I know what a civilized conversation looks like. When a person types a genuine comment, I know how it looks like. And even then, you know, they are posing me in a mob way. They're trying to stay safe. And that's just not that deep, you know? I expose that, like, people hate me. That means my take is pretty spicy. If you can actually hold my flag, it will be dramatic automatically, right? You will be entertained holding my flag and supporting my point of view, and potentially you're going to be learning things a lot faster than by just being behind the status quo. In a way, you get to decide how much weight to actually take depending on which side you support how much. You can support this side 50% and 50-50 split basically be in question. You can support 70%. Going 100% is just dishonest and very ridiculous. It's assassination tactic, if you ask me. But because we are social creatures, the only thing you're assassinating is yourself. You are destroying your reputation. Soggy. Fucking asshole. We can come to a closing statement. Dead Mouse ends. This is it's a very weird ending. Because at some point during your fight versus whatever the fuck goal you're going towards, when you complete 50% of the goal, you know you are a winner already. And you can almost like just relax, just take it easy. The rest is gonna come over like 3 times the amount of time or whatever. Or you can just pick a new direction to go to because you already feel like a winner. That's what smart people do. They don't have to grind until they achieve a victory. They just want that feeling that they're good enough to do it, to get where they want to go. Whether it's to get a job, get an achievement, win someone over, basically. Those are all crazy, amazing things, right? And you don't really have to achieve them, you just have to feel like you can do it. And then you can finally switch to the next thing because you're hunting for good vibes. This is why winning drama is not the important thing. You have to feel like you are the winner. Feel that you survived without taking any real damage. Just boosted your ego once more. See you guys next time. Why does it have a pirate patch? What a fucking vibe is that? How the fuck do they know? It's kind of glitch. It's never had a pirate patch. It was displayed as a pirate flag, but what the fuck, man? Deadmau5 is glitching like crazy. Glitch number 3. Bam. I wonder if I'm following the footsteps of Deadmau5 himself. Like, it feels that way. It feels like he has done so many things, but maybe in a fantasy realm where he didn't have to lift a finger. I don't know, man. It's some crazy shit.